What's up, everybody? I'm Music Man, and welcome back to Music Man's Ride. So in today's video, I'm going to ride around and get beat to death by my drawstrings I forgot to tuck in. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to head over to Pop's house, and we're going to change the oil in the bike. Bumpy road. So we're going to be doing a 3-hole oil change. It's going to be primary oil, regular engine oil, and the transmission. We're doing all 3 of them today. And I don't know, I could take it to a dealership and have it done. Yeah, it's probably easier, but you know, there's something to be said for being able to work on your own bike. And you know, wrenching on the bike's half the fun of owning a bike. I mean, not to the extent that you have to wrench on your bike just to get it running to go down the road. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, just doing routine, regular maintenance, switching out parts if you want to switch a, you know, an aftermarket part somewhere on your bike. That kind of wrenching on your bike, that's good wrenching. That's fun. If you're always wrenching on your bike just to get the thing working, that's not good. That's not fun to wrench on your bike that way. That gets old real quick, and it may be time for a new ride. But flip side of that coin, you know, if you get an older bike, it's going to take some love to get that dude running. You're going to get a lot of self-accomplishment, you know, a good feeling out of wrenching on that dude and getting it working for yourself. So we're getting pretty close to Pop's house, so I'm going to catch up with y'all in the garage. Alright, so here we are over at Pop's house. If you're wondering why I come over here to do this, it's because he has space in his garage and mine contains a gym. I have nowhere to move. Limited space. Get a picture. So, oh yeah, there's Pops over there in all his over there in all his glory. So, I'm over here to do this stuff because I don't have enough room in my garage for it. So here it is the next day, grabbing some quick fuel. Didn't catch the last of that oil change on camera because battery died, and turns out I filled up my SD card also. So it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but that's all right. All right, that's enough fuel. All right, let's get down the road. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about doing your own maintenance and some exciting stuff I got coming up here on the channel pretty soon. Okay, so all in all, I think the total process of doing that oil change over at Pop's house, I think it took me right at 4 hours, something like that, which is a little insane for an oil change. But that's part of the reason why I go to Pop's house to do this stuff also. Not only do I just not have room in my garage, because my garage is a gym now, but also going over to Pop's, it turns it from, just a chore that I gotta do, just something to keep the bike moving, to an activity that I can go do and have a good visit with my dad also. And I mean, you just can't beat quality time like that. Then on top of that, not only do I get to hang out with my dad and work on motorcycles, but when you're done, the feeling and the accomplishment of keeping my bike on the road longer because I did something to take care of it. And that's not taking it into a shop and getting it fixed, or having a friend that works on motorcycles on the side do it. That's me putting in the work on it. My blood, sweat, and tears are what keeps this motorcycle moving down the road. And not to say that an oil change really requires blood, sweat, and tears, but you get the point. My own labor is what keeps this thing going. I really hope this road's not too bumpy for me to ride down and do a motovlog, because it is an actual gorgeous ride. The road's not in the best shape, but it is a very technical ride. And actually, that is a nice spot for a picture, so make sure nobody else is coming real quick. And I'm going to put the bike off over here on this little overlook on the lake for a photo op. So before we take off, take one more for the gram. Back on the road. Alright, so talking about doing your own maintenance, that's not to take anything away from, the Harley techs, because those guys do amazing work on the bikes. But, I don't know, it's nice to have that sense of accomplishment that I did that myself. We got some folks out here fishing. Like I said, this road's not, we're not going to be coming out here trying to drag hard parts on this road. It's way too rough for that. Lots of blind corners, you never know what's coming around them. Gravel in the road. It's just not good for it, but it is a nice ride nonetheless. Folks bringing their dogs out while they go fishing, I guess. Nice little fishing dock down there. I go down there myself and fish. Alright, so for those of you that follow my TikTok, if you've noticed, it's getting to be about that time of the year that I'm busting out the Grinch suit again. And I'm going to start riding. Probably going to be probably next week when I start. It just, yeah, it feels too early for me almost, you know? But with the time frame that it takes to get content made and put out, mix that with my busy work life, family schedule, it's just, I got to get out there and get after this early so I can start getting some content produced and recorded. That way I can get it out there during the Christmas season. Because who wants to watch somebody riding around doing Christmas stuff in January? Yeah, and that's what happened last year. My video didn't come out until January, till well after Christmas. And that's something that I want to try to steer away from this year. Alright guys, so I think that's going to do it for this video tonight. Remember, make sure you like and subscribe on the page so you get all the latest content from Music Man's Ride. And I will see you guys out on the next ride.